Good day, all. Good day, all. Welcome to my new YouTube channel called PickyPeople, where I'll be reviewing the most popular matchmaking show on YouTube called Pop the Balloon to Find Love. So sit back and enjoy.
All right, let's bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name is Alex.
Alex, how old are you?
I'm 42.
And what do you do?
I'm a professor of theater. I'm also an actor, and I have a theater podcast called The Frogs, where we talk theater and we talk shit.
Wow.
Okay.
Listen, man. I think women think there's no money in podcasting or YouTube. I don't count nobody's pockets because I'm in the crawl phase of YouTube myself. That's why I introduced myself. This is a new YouTube channel called PickyPeople. So I believe firmly in crawling, walking, running. I didn't come out my mother's womb 6'2", 215 pounds. I came out as a little baby. So I believe in everything I do, crawl, walk, run. This brother comes out, I'm a professor and such, and I also have a podcast. Soon as the women hear podcasts, boom, boom, boom. They don't think there's money in podcasts or YouTube. Listen, man, all I know is this. From a novice point of view, because I'm a novice at this, I'm a beginner. I see YouTube being the new job of how to make money for yourself. But everybody's working so much, they don't understand what's going on around them because they're working to provide food, clothes, and shelter and water and all this stuff. I got it. But the bottom line is a person like myself, a 54-year-old who's retired and have time to crawl, walk, and run with a whole new career in YouTube. And this is, I can almost guarantee in about 10 years from now, this is going to be the main source on people making money for themselves. But people are hustling, making peanuts for a job right now, and they don't understand what's going on in the real world because they're entrapped in their job. They're entrapped. So soon as I retired myself 2 years ago, I was able to understand, whoa, this is going to be how people make money in their own homes, on the move, mobile, or in their homes without somebody being over them saying, do this, you got a timeline to do this. YouTube is going to be the way. Podcasting is going to be the way. So if you have the gift of gab and you have a presence on the screen just to present yourself as is, like Christ says, come as you are, present yourself and speak to the point where you're helping someone get through something or over something. This is going to be the way. YouTube is going to be probably the main way of ordinary people making money. So those ladies pop because they think there's no money to be made in podcasts, which is, they're walking blindly. They don't understand what's going on in the world.
And now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
I go to see plays. I go to see movies. I hike. I'm also big on. I'm big in history, politics. I read.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what do you look for in a woman?
I look for somebody who is compassionate, somebody who's smart. Mm-hmm. I like smart women. Somebody who is sweet, good listener.
Yeah.
And those type of things. Yeah.
Okay. What are some of your deal breakers?
Somebody who is not curious, and curious about people, not curious about, different like belief systems. Somebody who's not very kind.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we did get some pop balloons.
Yeah, we got a lot of them.
Go on. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping. We'll start here. Your name and age, please.
My name is Shahira. I'm 35.
Okay. And Shahira, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
He's an attractive guy.
Thank you.
I'm just, I don't love the vest. I feel like I'm not into actors in theater I don't.
You know how many times I hear that?
I don't like actors.
But let me. I will say. I mean, not you. You know, I totally appreciate. You know, appreciate and I respect what you're doing. I'm also an intellectual, though. I'm also a professor of theater, and I'm also like, you know, I totally understand that because there's so much that comes along with actors, like this ego, this instability, right? You know, but being a professor, that's something that grounds me from an intellectual point of view, from a financial point of view, like tenure track, all that other stuff. But yeah,
I love that. Good for you.
Thank you.
Now she's someone that's your type?
It's very attractive. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Janaea Moore with 808 and Trinity. I'm 33.
And Janae, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I ended up popping my balloon because you're a little on the older side for me. And
Long in the tooth, as they say.
for me, I'm not calling you old. You're just a little on the older side for me.
Yeah.
It's fine. And yeah, I mean, kind of what she said with acting and all that, like, it's cool. I'm glad that you're a professor. I appreciate your, you know, you being smart. I like smart people, so
Really?
that's good. Yeah.
Now she's someone that's your type?
I ain't got no type, you know. Bad biddies is the only thing I like.
And the cussing.
I think I said biddies, though.
Did you?
I said biddies.
Let's rewind the tapes.
Yeah, let's rewind the tape.
This woman is so confrontational and combative, and she's supposed to be a Christian woman. To me, she's displaying the Jezebel spirit. The man said what he said, and she's challenging him to running back the tapes. So freaking what? What if he did curse? He's a grown freaking man. But he didn't curse. Brother, the best thing he can do is keep walking. Don't fuss with no woman.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's go over here. Your name and age.
Liz, 36.
All right. And Liz, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm just didn't feel that initial attraction. Okay. You're a handsome guy, but I just didn't.
I believe it.
All right. So I know you say you don't have a type, but if you saw her out, is she someone you would approach?
Yeah, I like the fit. I like the personality. Great smile.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Your name and age.
Nikki, 33.
All right. Nikki, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Well, I will say you're very handsome and you're very well spoken. I like taller guys.
I just want to take a time out real quickly. Like, just take a time out real quickly. Every single person said like very handsome, it's interesting. I mean, I think this is like a wonderful opportunity to learn like a lot about connection, attraction. And I do appreciate that, you know what I mean? I guess like it's surface level. The thing about this stuff is like you never ever really get to know somebody on a deeper level, but I do appreciate that though.
Thank you.
And now, how tall are you? She said she wants someone a little bit taller.
I'm 6 feet.
6 feet. And how tall are you?
5'8", but I always wear heels.
Okay.
I'm not a small girl, so I need a bigger man. That's all.
Oh, I'm not a small presence though, baby.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can see that.
Now she's someone that you would approach.
Oh yeah, I love the confidence. I love the bigness. You know what I'm saying? The big, bright aura.
Thank you. I appreciate that a lot.
Your name and age.
Anita, and I'm 37.
All right. Anita, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
He has a pretty big personality. It might be a little much of a clash for me.
Okay. Is he like calmer? Is that?
I like outgoing. I just don't think I'm attractive. So for him, it's not really reading well with me.
This woman's gorgeous skin, man. Her skin is beautiful, dark skin. I ain't kidding.
Okay. All right. No, she's someone that's your type.
She's just a nice person. I mean, I probably initially wouldn't, if I saw the person, I probably wouldn't initially approach her. But, you know, I'm big on personality, spirit, and energy.
Same.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Your name and age.
My name is Natalie. I'm 38 years old.
And Natalie, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Upon coming out, I think, you know, of course, we only have physicality to see. So you're cool, looks good, fine, whatever. But I also believe that we got the same instructions. I would only think we got the same instructions for Dress to Impress or a date night. And I feel that if we were to go out, that we would not be going the same place. So it's just not my thing.
Your vibe.
Yeah. But I mean, do you, of course.
That's all I can do.
Of course.
Yeah.
So where would you typically wear this out, like for dinner or anything like that?
I mean, I would probably wear this out for, you know, like a casual. What I like to do, I guess I could just go ahead and tell the type of date I would go. Like a museum, It's probably where I would first start at, and then go to like a rooftop, and then after that, probably go out dancing, And this, as being Nigerian American, right, I'm always looking for a way to like bring in where I'm from and my culture, right? Because I do think that we have an idea about what is supposed to be, I guess, like high culture, if you would, And, I like to kind of bring a little bit of myself.
Okay. Now, is she someone that's your type?
Not as much. I do feel a little bit of judgment, so probably not.
Okay.
That's what you feel. I mean, what can I say to that?
No, nothing at
Yeah.
all. You don't have to.
All right.
All right, thank you. Let's go over here. Your name and age.
Sophia, 36.
And Sophia, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Initial attraction.
Okay.
I didn't see that we would connect. Yeah.
Okay. Now, she's someone that's your type.
Probably similar. Like it's she seems like a nice lady, but I probably wouldn't approach her.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's head on back. We do still have an unpopped balloon. Your name and age.
I'm Jessica, and I'm 36.
All right. So, Jessica, we see you're still holding on to your balloon. Why so?
We are in a similar career fields. I'm an artistic director for a dance company.
Oh, snap.
So I definitely relate to what you practice for work.
Right.
I have similar interests. I love reading. I enjoy going to museums. Some of the same similarities. So.
All right. So do you guys have any questions for one another?
Sure. You want to go first? Go
I
ahead.
do.
Yeah.
What is your faith?
My faith?
Yes.
Okay. So I grew up Christian. I grew up Roman Catholic, right? And I continue. I like to say that, like, I continue to go to church. Like, those metaphors work.
The brother said he grew up Christian, Roman Catholic. That's two different religions. Well, to me, there's only one religion. That's holiness. It's in the Bible, but this is not Bible study. So man made up a plethora of religions, but he just said he grew up Christian, Roman Catholic. That's an oxymoron. That's two religions: Christianity, Catholic. That to me, that's two religions. So, nevertheless, let's see what he has to say.
I mean, a lot. The teachings of Jesus. Grace is probably one of the most like pivotal things that I think that I really, really take from that. The idea of like having grace with oneself and having grace with other people. I'm also very, very curious about other religions, other belief systems. Like, I'm constantly exploring, whether it be like, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism. I'm just like curious about those things.
Okay. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to pop.
Cool.
Why'd you end up popping?
I am a firm believer in Jesus Christ, and I prefer to date someone who is firm in their beliefs and shares that commonality.
Yeah.
All right. Now, she's someone that you would go for?
I did really appreciate, especially when you said you're an artistic director. I also appreciated that you said that you like to read. That was great. I was going to ask you what the last book you read was. What was the last book you read? Just out of curiosity.
Sure. Well, I'm currently reading a book by Eric Butterworth,
Okay.
Discover the Power Within You.
Right.
So,
Self-help, self-betterment.
Yeah, it ties in my beliefs, so my faith, and then just how to harness that power from within and exude it out. So
Yeah.
What was the last book? Well, I guess.
I mean, you
Come on,
popped
go
on him,
ahead.
girl. It don't matter anymore.
See, this young lady here popped her balloon because this young man believes in not just one deity, he believes in many deities, at least the curiosity to have himself open to believing in all of them. All I know is there's one God from my belief. One God, one faith, one baptism. That's it. So he just ruined it for himself, which is a good thing. He spoke the truth about what he believes in. He grew up, he said, Christian and Roman Catholic. That's two deities right there, Jesus Christ and then Mother Mary, I believe, were Catholics or the Pope. But anyway, she says she wants a man who's a firm believer in Jesus. Just one. That's it. So she popped her balloon. Brother man did her a favor by telling her the truth, and she made a cognizant decision to pop her balloon because belief system is paramount when you're getting engaged or married. You have to be on the same accord. You can't serve two masters. You can only serve one. So by him saying he believed in or curious about many deities, she popped her balloon instantly.
Thank you.
The Ta-Nehisi Coates, The Message.
He still had to tell you, huh?
I had to get it in.
All right. Well, that's all the balloons popped, unfortunately. But thank you so much for coming on.
I appreciate you.
Let's give it up for him, ladies. I'll take
Thank
the
y'all.
mic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And there we have it. Another episode of Pop the Balloon or Find Love, episode 53. If you haven't, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Once again, this is a new channel, and we're gaining some momentum. I appreciate all the momentum that we're gaining. But once again, if you haven't, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Everybody wants unfailing love. Better to be homeless than a liar. Take care.